Welcome, everyone, to Pitbull Stadium, not far from Miami and the home of the FIU Panthers. And today, this fan base eager to show everyone what the Panthers' home field advantage is all about. We've got a sensational matchup for you. Fans have been filing in and getting ready for this game, as we'll see a squad from the Sun Belt, the Appalachian State Mountaineers, taking on a team from Conference USA, the Florida International Panthers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. The Panthers ready to get this thing started and open the season. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Defense trying to keep this offense from getting a line on who to block. Gets the back moving. They're looking to get the edge with this one on the toss. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27. Let's talk about App State. The good news about starting the season outside the top 25, not a lot of lofty expectations. You can sneak up on a few teams, but sooner or later, you're going to want to get that attention and get into those rankings.
A lot more, but it's not impossible. In recent years, you saw it with Indiana coming out of absolutely nowhere. You saw it back in the day with USF. You've seen it with Rutgers. Like, in the past, you can do it. You can put it together, gain some momentum, but it starts with this game right here.
TCU reached the national championship game a few years back, and no one expected much of them that season either, so you never know. What's important is what people believe inside your own locker room. This team thinks they can do some really special things this year, and they get a chance to start strong here in week one.
Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Finding open areas. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Sends it back in motion. Now on the option. Oh, there's a loose football on the bad pitch. He'll be brought down, but he was trying with everything he had to turn that disaster into a first down and came up a little short.
Doesn't it always seem like that ball is on the ground for like 30 seconds? You got 17 guys running at it in slow motion. Like, I got to get the football. Offense, very lucky to get that football back.
The option look. They stop him short of the sticks, and it'll be 4th down. The Mountaineers will send out the punt unit. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. The coverage team was down there to corral him. They made the stop, and they'll mark it at the 39. From the gun, the running back has it. At midfield, he's got room. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down. Not much can impose your will on a defense like popping a big run.
Especially when they know you're going to run it, right? This offense right now is just more physical. They're more physical up front in the trenches, and this running back and his ability to break tackles, that is just so demoralizing for this defense.
There he goes. He gets right to the edge of the red zone. He's out of bounds at the 20. FIU pushing tempo. In the red area, it's Owens. They pull him down at the 17 after a pickup of 3. Big play to start the drive, a little tougher sense. Now a crucial 3rd down on this drive. A quick completion to the left, looking for the 1st down. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 13. Pulls and fires complete. They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. He's got it, and he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Panthers! They score for the big fella here. Why are tight ends so effective in the red zone?
Well, these aren't the guys that are going to burn by you and go for 70 most of the time, but when you can use their big-bodied frames, threaten them to run the football and be a blocker in the running game, and now you slip them in the secondary, make that big play.
And he did make that extra point, no issue with the treacherous footing. And he's coming out of the end zone. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he had just taken the touchback. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. DB's right up on the receivers. On the option. The pitch. Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Tough way to start this drive. Now they'll try to fix it on 2nd and 15. The give. Fights off a defender. Gets it out to the 20 after a pickup of 4. They punted on their opening drive, and now they need a 3rd down conversion to avoid punt. Dropping back, it's Swan. Looking to take a shot. Pulls it in down the sideline.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
And the Mountaineers with the 1st and 10. They'll run it to the right side. Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4.
That's such a great physical play by the defense because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country, and we're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction. Not that time. It's the big guys up front on defense getting penetration, and they're sending him back for a tackle for loss.
The Mountaineers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Motion from the back. They'll go to the toss. Finds a little space. Oh, he's got some space. He's at the... And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Mountaineers.
And to have a rushing touchdown of that type of yardage, you've got to be able to make something miss. It's one thing to get into the second level, but can you make that last defender miss? And you saw it on that play. Once he was in the clear with his speed, he was gone.
The extra point here would tie the game, and the extra point is good. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And what a way to put a stamp on that one with a 41-yard run to the house. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Good gain on the return, and this defense has set them up with a big play.
Tell you what, when you come out of your own end zone, in the shadow of your own end zone, a lot of bad things can happen. You want to kind of get a few first downs, get some space, so if you punt after that point, you can pin them a little bit deep. This is the exact opposite of what happened. Now you set them up in beautiful scoring field position already. Really bad play by the offense.
Appalachian State regains possession, and the Mountaineer offense headed to the field. They evened things up the last time they had it, and the defense helped them out and a chance to go on top with this drive. Out of the backfield, he's open. Now the connection takes it to the 11.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
Going to work on second down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Wide receiver going in motion. Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. Goes to the option. He just needed a yard on 3rd down, and there just wasn't any room to pick it up.
And the offense on that option play, they're just thinking, we're going to use our speed to our advantage, and we're just going to outflank you easily and pick up this first down on 3rd and short. But how about the defense? Everybody's staying home. You saw the speed and their ability to get outside and get a stop, now setting up 4th down.
Movement on the offensive line. That's going to be a false start, and they'll walk it back. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. And on 4th down, here comes the field goal unit. Never a doubt. And with that, they've taken the lead. After that last field goal drive, they're set to kick it away.
Well, they're able to get a field goal and put 3 points up on the board after getting that interception. You would have liked to have seen the offense do a little bit more with that possession and give themselves an opportunity to score a touchdown. But listen, teams will take 3 points any way they can get it.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Scanning the field, it's Jenkins. Trying to set up the screen. Slips, slithers, and jukes his way out to the 26.
And he didn't get a big gain. You want to call that play and probably want to get more yards, but you could tell that was super close from seriously busting loose. Nice job running the screen, getting the ball to your playmaker. If he could just make one more guy miss, that might have been huge.
They'll move the wide receiver. On the move. They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one. So they had a chance to talk over this third down play to open the period. To the ground to try to move the chains. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover.
Well, you always worry about turnovers in the first game, and for this young man, he's got to be able to turn the page. I know that was his first carry of the year. He puts it on the ground. That's the nightmare scenario, but you got to be able to wash that and flush it out. You got to be able to play the next play.
DB's locked up tight on the receivers. He'll toss it. Worked it down to the 22-yard line. Give him 5 on the carry.
It's a veteran defense. They've seen option before. They were prepared to see it in this game, and you're seeing it on that play right there. Everybody doing a great job with assignment football, staying in their gaps, accounting for anyone who can have the football. They were ready for the pitch guy that time, and they're able to make a quick stop.
Here comes the option. And the Mountaineers are stopped, but not before getting the first down.
Well, I love the variety in the run game you're seeing from this offense. It's not just going to be conventional handoffs, won't just be the quarterback, but he's making good decisions. Pitching at that time, that's the right read, and it's not a huge explosive home run type play, but it is enough to help them pick up the first down.
Looking to throw at Swan. And he'll chuck that one away and save the down. Nobody was able to get open. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. After the incompletion, they go back up top. On the run, fires downfield. Touchdown, Mountaineers! The finisher, the exclamation point on that drive. A quick strike, just as we expected.
Yeah, and quick strikes are easy when you got such great field position. Obviously, when the offense starts in such a good spot, puts the defense in a bad position, and the offense takes advantage.
And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And the finisher, an 18-yard touchdown throw. He calls for the fair catch and makes it deep in his own end, and he might have been better off seeing if that ball would just trickle into the end zone. They'll put this one in play, first snap of the drive from the 25. They'll start this drive going to the air, setting up the screen. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3. FIU pushing tempo.
Well, a nice gainer on that running back screen. How about the offensive line getting downfield and getting blocks to really help out the back, find some space to go to work?
Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete. And the Panthers are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. This is a designed run. Solid work and execution there. They'll have a first down as they mark it at the 40. FIU comes out with a fresh set of downs.
Great job by the offense, understanding where the sticks are. And look, they got the first down, and they're like, all right, let's crank this tempo up now. We got first down. Let's go fast.
Plucks it out of the air. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. Wide receivers everywhere on 2nd and 6. Now on the move. He was running through tackles and picked up the first down and finally got knocked down.
If I'm building an offense in today's football, it's not around a quarterback that can't run. I'm going to find an athlete that I can give the ball because defensively, it starts to limit your coverages. It starts to limit what I can do. It makes me play the quarterback every single play. Just makes your job as a defensive coordinator extremely hard.
FIU set up with another first down. Wide receiver comes in motion. Looking to throw, it's Jenkins. He's going to throw deep right side. Got it inside the 10. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's 1st and goal from the 8.
Yeah, and the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
And that big gainer on the last one has them ready to go from inside the 10. They'll send the back in motion. They'll go to the air. Takes the easy one to the back. Good throw and catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in. Now on 2nd and goal. Looking to fire. A little release to the back. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there.
I like the aggressiveness by this defense. You got to play tight on the wide receivers. There's not a lot of space on the field. You got to be aggressive, and you got to make tackles.
Tight game so far in this season opener. It's 3rd and goal coming up. Motion from the wide out. Going for 6. And he was going for the touchdown there, and they couldn't make the connection.
You know, timing is so important in the RPO game, especially on 3rd down. Quarterback and receiver just didn't have it there, and now it's 4th down.
They're thinking touchdown here on 4th and goal. The kicker stays on the sideline. He wants it all. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. Desperately wanted to convert on 4th down, but couldn't do it.
Oh, that stings, man. You did a great job calling the play. You got your guy open. Everything was executed perfectly, and the ball hits him in the hands, and he just can't bring it in. Man, those are tough ones. Those are tough to swallow.
Turning on the Jets. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. He's at the 40. Running inside the 20. Touchdown, Appalachian State. And once he got away from the D, they had no shot at catching him.
What an enormous play, the 99-yard touchdown pass. But Palmer, when you're in that end zone and you're backed up and you could take a safety, what's going through your head?
Oh, man, your clock's going off. You know you got to get the football out quick, but I'll tell you, you're also licking your chops because you know in this area of the field, you probably have one-on-one opportunities to the outside. So if you get time and you're able to make an accurate throw, you could hit pay dirt, and they just did right there, going 99 yards to the crib.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. The give to the tailback. Wide open spaces. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down.
And how about the running back, man? Rips off a big play. This offense creates some momentum, and what do? They keep their foot on the gas, right back on the football to try to keep this offense rolling.
Looking to throw, it's Jenkins. Finding an escape route. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there.
Man, this guy's going to need some water when he gets to the sidelines. They've been putting him to work on this drive, right? We've seen him toting the rock with success. Now you're seeing him get involved in the passing game, too. They are highlighting his versatility here on this drive.
After that last completion, it's second down. Hand off from the shotgun. And he is swarmed under a host of defenders there to make the stop.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
Looking for a physical attack from the gun. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Keep the foot on the pedal if you're on offense here. You got that yardage. Yeah, you didn't get the first down, but you've set yourself up now to go for it here and keep this drive alive.
The offense failed to convert on fourth down earlier, but that didn't change their thinking here. A little too anxious along that offensive line. That'll be a false start. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. FIU will line up to punt. Fair catch is made, and they'll mark it at the 19. D looks as if they're about to bring the heat. He'll ride his man on the option. Good, solid, determined run there. They'll mark him down at the 27. The Mountaineers with a second and short to keep this drive moving. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Defense fills those gaps. He's got one to the 28.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Down to 2 minutes before the half, and they'll take the timeout and see if they can add a little more before the break. And the Mountaineers come to the line on third and short, looking to keep this drive moving. Movement from the linebackers trying to mess with the offensive line's assignments. He'll pull it on the read. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the first down, and he slides in safely.
And I feel like the option is a play that this guy can run in his sleep. He's constantly making the right decision, so I love it here. Third down, you're putting it on him to do the right thing. He had to keep the football there. The defense took everybody else away. It was open for him, so he's able to just pick up enough to keep this drive moving, keep the sticks rolling.
Gets the back moving. Back to pass, it's Swan. Got his man downfield. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
The Mountaineers in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Gives it on the option. Creates a little space. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down.
And running backs are so good, so talented, so elusive. You see nowadays they really have the ability to make you miss, run you over. Unbelievable effort. Nice job. You keep that going, you're going to be hard to stop.
They'll run the option. Now the pitch. He'll go out of bounds at the 35-yard line. Big pickup there, and this offense is feeling it. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout called. And the Mountaineers kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42.
This is a good sign for this defense. The rate they were going, not touching the quarterback, him already having 2 touchdown passes in the first half, this was not going to be a fun football game to watch. Now they're turning the tide a little bit, getting a little bit of pressure, getting a sack.
Caught in the backfield, it's Roberts. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. The offense calls timeout. It's the 2nd one they've used this half.
Again, this is a running back that can hurt you running it between the tackles, and he's dangerous out in space. They like to throw it to him out on the perimeter as he picks up a couple of yards there.
Back in motion, try to clear the picture. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. They pick it off, and this defense, a much-needed play. Not a lot of room on the return, but he'd already gotten the most important thing, the ball, and they have it at the 46. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. To the air, it's Proctor. Rushes on him. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. They're lined up and ready to kick off this second half. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Motion from the wide receiver. To the air on first down. Flushed out of the pocket. Trying to escape and get it himself. He'll step out of bounds right at the 35-yard line, and maybe they've got something cooking.
I love it. I love first down. Let's be aggressive. Let's throw the football. But how about the quarterback? He does a great job in the pocket, buying time. Up, nobody open, scrambles around, and more importantly, ends the run, gets the first down, and doesn't get whacked. Beautiful.
Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. Used the play fake, now to throw. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. To the air, it's Jenkins. He'll loft one deep down the left side. A big-time catch along the sidelines. Got the foot down and an excellent throw, too. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Florida International.
You know, sometimes as a play caller, you just don't have to overthink things. I've got a guy who's faster than your guys, and he's just going to run straight down the field. I'm going to throw it way down the field. He's going to make the catch, and we're going to score a touchdown, and that's pretty much what just happened there.
And the extra point is good, but they're still down 24-14. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Opening play of this drive will come from their own 23. They'll run the option. He'll toss it. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And that just looked off. The timing, the rhythm, I don't know what it was, but usually that option, man, it's so precise, right? Like really quickly making a read, and you could tell they weren't on the same page. It went absolutely nowhere. Defense won that rep.
They'll try the counter. Just enough there to get it to the 25, a pickup of 2.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. 3rd and long. Ball's at the 25. Sends it back in motion. Back to throw. It's Swan. Skips away from pressure. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. The Mountaineers will punt it away on 4th down. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. They punt it away on 4th down. Fair catch is called for. You want to make sure that you field it cleanly in rainy weather like this. Good field position to start this drive at their own 47. They'll go to the ground. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense at a time when you need to be able to score some points. So either get it done through the air or you've got to be more physical up front.
Makes the grab. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Really good defense. You know, you're trying to stay as close as you can to all these targets, and most importantly, those open field tackles and getting them on the ground as soon as they catch it. That's a major deal for defenses, and that was a good example there of it.
Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. He hurls one deep down the left side. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. FIU will line up to punt. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Fair catch is made at the 15-yard line, and that's where they'll start this drive. from the 15. On the option. And now on the pitch, the ball's loose. Touchdown, Panthers. And they turn it into a defensive score. On to attempt the try. And the extra point pulls them to within 3, 24-21. So after getting into the end zone on that last drive, they're set to kick it away. On the move from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. On the option. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Really good job by this defense, understanding responsibility football, playing the first option, playing the second option. There was absolutely nowhere to go. Nice job being dialed in exactly where the ball was going and how to get him to the ground.
Trying play action. Fires to the right. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
And that's your goal. Separate man from ball. Try to get your shoulder in there on the catch point and really give him something to think about. Physically jar that football and knock it out. Nice job by the defender.
Back to throw, it's Swan. Looking to the big tight end. Another incompletion on third down.
This game just feels so different than it did in the first half. After that incompletion, now setting up fourth down, they only have a one-possession lead. Things were looking so much better earlier in the game. They're going to have to get it together throwing the football if they want to win this game.
And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. The Florida International offense is back on the field. They had to punt it away on their last possession, but man, what great field position this time.
I mean, this is awesome. Like, last possession didn't go great. Now you're set up in an opportunity to get some points. Start thinking about what plays I like, Jesse, as I cross the 50.
There are a lot of offensive coordinators out there, David, and in this position, they like to take a shot right away and try and capitalize on this field position.
The Panthers can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Now on the option. Now the toss. And that might have been a bad read as the defense just swarms all over the pitch man.
And I think that time the quarterback made the wrong read. He was trying to pitch it. He didn't have to, though. There was a lot of green grass and space out in front of him. If he just holds on to that football, he might not score a touchdown, but he's definitely going to be able to at least get positive yards. I think that's a play on the option the quarterback would like to have back.
Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Caught in the backfield, it's Payne. He couldn't find anywhere to go, and now it's fourth down. FIU will line up to punt. You'd think they would have had a good chance to down that one deep, but the bounce carries it into the end zone for the touchback. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. The option look. Quick toss. Gets it across the 25. He'll step out at the 26 as this offense tries to grind out some yardage.
And after having a nice gain like that on first down, if you're the offensive coordinator here, maybe you're thinking about being aggressive and taking a shot. Because even if it's incomplete on second down, on third, you won't have that long to go.
A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1.
I love the execution by the defense here. Hey, listen, the jet sweep, obviously more and more popular. We got to contain the edges. We can't let him get wild outside. Nice job containing the football, everybody rallying and limiting the damage on the play.
Now the play fake. Steps to his left, out of the pocket. Bought a little time, lets it go. Caught near the sticks. It's Roberts. And the completion gives him a fresh set of downs and keeps this drive moving.
Nice job by the receiver on the back end there, too. He sees his quarterback on the run moving, and he just works to get himself open to give his guy a place to throw the football. They're able to connect, and they keep the drive going.
Motion from the back. Off play action on first down. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23.
When it's a play-action pass, that quarterback, he really has to sell the fake. He can't tell his offensive lineman's getting beat right away while he's selling the fake. He had no shot.
And the Mountaineers have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. They'll send the back in motion. Off play action. Looking left. He almost had the pick, and that could have given them a boost. Instead, it'll be 3rd down.
This offense really is putting themselves behind the 8 ball right now on this drive. Sack first down. You've just thrown an incompletion, so 3rd in California. Defense knows you're probably going to throw it. What can you dial up here?
Bringing the heat. Sets up the screen. Thought they had something set up there, but he'll be stopped just short, and it'll be 4th down. The Mountaineers will bring the punt team onto the field. A low-line drive and not his best work. Fair catch is called for in the midst of all this rain. Concentrate on one thing. Make the catch. They'll start this drive 60 yards in front of them from their own 40. Dropping back, it's Jenkins. Going to try to pop one on the screen. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed.
Well, this offense will screen you in a variety of ways. They'll throw receiver screens, tight end screens. The running back screen also a big part of what they like to do, like you just saw there.
And now on 2nd down for this offense. The give on the option. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
And the Panthers come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. Out of the shotgun on 3rd down. And the pass falls incomplete. That's how we'll wrap up the 3rd quarter of play, but now time for the 4th quarter. FIU will line up to punt.
Number 6 in punt formation to kick it away.
They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. Let's see if they can put together a drive starting from their own 28. Gets the back moving. They'll start this drive going to the air. Just a little off. Incomplete.
I think the quarterback just needs to settle down and take his time. Be confident knowing you can step into these throws. When you step into it, it'll help your accuracy. That throw, throwing it off his back foot, led to the incompletion.
On the option. Now the pitch. And they just didn't get anybody on that defense out of position, and they will lose yardage on that one.
Defense doing their job, getting that last stop, and now 3rd in California. Not a lot of play calls to convert this, so defensively, let's get off the field now. The clock's running. We need to give it back to our offense with as much time as possible.
Pressure coming. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23. And the Mountaineers will call on their punt team. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. Yet another punt on the way. Got to make sure that hamstring stays loose. He's been busy. Return's going to get it up around midfield. He'll be down at the 49-yard line. So first play of the drive coming here from their own 49. To throw, it's Jenkins. Using his legs to buy some time. Catch and stride inside the 15. They make the stop, but this junior loves to show off his arm strength, and he did it there. They've got him wobbling after that big play now to pay it off on 1st and 10 from inside the 15. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. They get him down, but he was driving his way and gets it down to the 7-yard line.
I know that wasn't a huge, sexy gain. I know not everybody's jumping up and down, but what it does do is put you in a great position to succeed on 2nd down. 2nd and 10, really hard. 3rd and 10, really hard. Now you're in a manageable situation. It really gives you the whole playbook.
Fires into the end zone. Had it in his hands for the score and let it fall to the turf. It'll be 3rd down.
In football, you hear the term quick, but don't hurry. And you could tell when you run these RPOs, the QBs want to make that decision quick. And I think he hurried it a little bit too much, got the ball out quick, but obviously was inaccurate with his pass.
Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a 1st down without scoring. 3rd down. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. This quarterback part of their running game. They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense. So now we'll line up for one of the biggest kicks of this game. Splits the uprights right down the middle. And guys, we are deadlocked here in the final period.
And that's why this kid is so automatic. Set him up anywhere on the field, and he puts it right down the pipe.
Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Leaves it with the back. Getting behind those pads and behind a stiff arm to get it out to the 27.
One of the things you love about this running back is his physicality. He's got great size, and because of that, he can wear defenses down. Those 2, 3, and 4-yard gains in the 1st and 2nd quarter, they become big gains late. Guys don't want to tackle him, and you're seeing that now.
Sends it back in motion. They'll toss it to the left. The Mountaineers will move the sticks.
Well, a short yardage situation, they decide to go with the toss play. And nice job up front, getting a little bit of push. That's all they needed to get that first.
Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. Goes to the option. And he's able to shed one tackle and gets a pretty good pickup.
This offense is just like Novocaine. Like, just give it time. It just keeps working. It's a slow death, right? Like, they continue to just chip away. Nice first down play. Nice read. Get it to the pitch man. Sets up a great second down opportunity.
Here comes the option. Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
And you kind of thought in that situation QB might keep it, but makes the right read. Gets it to the pitch man, and what does he do? Gets downhill. Get downhill and get that first down. New set of downs. Nice execution on the option by this offense.
He'll ride his man on the option.
And playing the option, man, consistently playing responsibility football. Nice job by the defense being where they're supposed to be. This option will just keep giving it to you over and over and over again, and you got to pass those tests.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Motion from the back. Looking for a man. It's Swan. Fires to the wideout. Got him downfield. Touchdown, App State! And with that, they move out front here in the 4th.
And this receiver is on fire. He's got all the skills that you look for in a big-time target. And that's already his 2nd touchdown of the game.
Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. The extra point is good, and now in the 4th, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Wide receiver going in motion. Looking to throw on first down. Pocket breaking down. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
One possession game. You have got to be able to give your quarterback an opportunity to survey the field. He didn't have it that time. Got hit. It affected the accuracy, and it falls incomplete.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. They'll run play action. Moving out of the pocket. It'll be incomplete. Tried to extend the play, but just couldn't find anybody open.
And in this weather, man, you start to see more of this. You try to throw the ball harder to penetrate it through the weather and get it to your target, but just catching a football that's a little bit slippery sometimes, you'll see some of those drops, and it's just part of the game.
Need 10 yards on this 3rd down, and they're backed up inside their own 20. Looking downfield, it's Jenkins. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. Oh, what a move. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down.
Every possession later in the game means so much more. You start getting in the 4th quarter, one possession games, QB drops back and makes these first downs. These extra set of downs now become so much more important late in these ball games.
With the catch, it's Perry. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
The Panthers have their whole playbook open here on 2nd and inches. The give to the back. And he was able to run through a tackle, and they finally get him, but not until he picks up the first down.
They needed only 1 yard. Good job by the offensive line, getting just enough push to keep this drive alive.
FIU set up with another first down. Looking to throw on first down. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. It's great for this quarterback to take shots down the field, but you just don't want it to feel like a give up or a chuck it up and hope kind of play.
And I think understanding the situation, now I'm on defense, right? If they're going to take shots down the field, maybe I'm a little bit more aggressive with my blitz, understanding that everything's going to take a little bit more time to develop if they're going to take those deep shots.
Quick completion to the right. They'll say he goes out of bounds, mark it at the 46. FIU pushing tempo. He got a little antsy at the line of scrimmage, and they'll move him back. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. 3rd and inches, when your will, your heart, your desire is put to the test. Looking for a man, it's Jenkins. Scrambling away, trying to make magic with his feet. He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down.
It's the 4th quarter. Every second counts, right? It's a one-possession game. We're chasing the QB. He scrambles around, does such a great job getting positive yards, keeping this drive alive. We need a score badly. We got to keep drives alive like this. Wonderful job.
In search of that tying touchdown. They've moved the chains a couple of times. It's 1st and 10 again. Use the play fake, now to throw. And he can't get it off. Taken down. What a huge play this late in the game.
That's a play the defense needed, right? It's been a battle all game long. Here we are. It's late. Everybody's tired. They've given up a few yards on this drive, but they come away with a huge sack at a big moment.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Flips it out in the flat. Big pickup on that one. They'll mark him out at the 40.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
This defense just can't get off the field. The offense unstoppable. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Pulls it in. It's Perry. He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. Gotta have it here on 4th down. Hauls it in, the first down and more. Turns out to be an easy conversion for this offense as they move the chains on 4th down. Not really a huge decision there. You don't want to give up the football at this juncture of the game, and they're able to keep the drive going.
You know, the head coach here obviously feels like punts and field goals are not going to get him back in it, so put this one on your quarterback. Trust in him to go out and execute and give your team a chance to win.
Got his man quickly. And not much doing there as that defense runs him out of bounds.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes too. He is a versatile back.
It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. To the air, it's Jenkins. Under fire. And that one sails through the back of the end zone.
3rd and long, defense knows the pass is coming, so they're going to have guys with their eyes on the QB, but they are going to try to get to him with pressure, pinning their ears back. If you're on offense, you might be thinking blitz here. You better get rid of this one quick.
They couldn't connect on second down, now staring at a 3rd and 9. Linebackers moving, trying to confuse the quarterback. Here's the pressure. Right through his hands. He had a touchdown and just didn't look the ball in. It'll be 4th down.
What a fantastic job by the defense that time, forcing the incompletion. They've got the lead late, setting up 4th down. Can they come up with one more stop? If they get it, they might win this game.
It's a one-score game late, and they've got to go for it on 4th down. They'll move the wide receiver. On 4th down, going to the air. Looking to the end zone. And he's got it. He's got it for a touchdown. And here in the final minute, they're a single point behind.
What a massive play by this offense. Man, you needed it. Great execution. Now kick the extra point, tie this football game up late, or do you go for 2? Do you go for the win? Do you try to take the lead? That is a you decision.
And a little pressure, no problem. The extra point ties the game here in the 4th. He'll take a knee. It's a touchback save every second he can as they try to put together this final drive. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll give it to the back. You'll take 4 yards on 1st down every time, 2nd and 6. We've got a timeout on the field, and we are set up for a terrific finish. After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6. Back to pass, it's Swan. He lofts one down the sideline. And that's going to be incomplete, going for broke on 2nd down, but 3rd down's coming up.
And so far today, man, both offenses have been so good. Like, putting up points, being productive. Now in a big moment, man, the defense has a chance to step up. Nice job batting the football down. A couple more opportunities to make some plays and maybe win this football game.
Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. They'll send the back in motion. They'll run the option. And the defense had his hands full, but they finally wrestle him down short of the 1st down.
That's got to hurt if you're the offense, because you're thinking with this quarterback and his size and his athleticism, that's going to be an easy 1st down pickup on the option play. But how about the physicality up front by this defense, stuffing him at the line of scrimmage?
First snap of this drive comes from the 32. Defense showing plenty of pre-snap movement of their own. Wants to throw on 1st down. Here's the heat. They get to him as he throws. Hauls it in. Timeout is called by the offense. They have 14 seconds left.
And they've trusted him to throw the football all game. I expect nothing to change whatsoever. They're going to put it on his back, or his arm, I guess you could say, and let him throw this team to victory. It's a close game, tight game. I'm rolling with my best player.
The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. Wants to throw. It's Jenkins. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Looking to get it in. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it 1st and goal. Timeout is called with just 2 seconds left to go.
Timeout for international.
They'll play it safe and send out the field goal unit. Timeout is called with just 2 seconds left to go.
Timeout, Appalachian State.
And they'll have to settle for a field goal try. The cleats will be tested in this driving rain as he tries to kick to win the game. And the try is no good. And after the miss, the only hope is to get a stop and play another round of overtime. First play of the first possession of OT. Handoff from the gun. He breaks a tackle. They get this sophomore on the ground, but he continues to make plays.
All right, defense, that's what we can't do. We can't give up this many chunk yards on the ground. Got to commit more guys to the line of scrimmage. Got to get those running backs on the ground. That's way too easy.
FIU mounting a threat in the red zone. They'll give it to him again. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Panthers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Looking to pass. It's Jenkins. Unloads to the wideout. Snags it. He kept him out of the end zone, but it'll be first and goal from the 1-yard line.
Nice job by the receiver on the in route there. And how about the speed? After he made his break, he was able to actually separate a little bit from the DB, helping out his QB on that one.
They want to throw it. If he runs this back, this game's over. And the takeaway is the exclamation point, the game saver for the win.
I'll tell you, you got to give the defense credit, though, because with these conditions, it's not easy to catch for the offensive players, certainly not for the defense, but great eye-hand coordination securing that interception.
First down, and they'll win it with any kind of score here in overtime. Defense looks like they're coming. Gets the back moving. On the move. Really good running. Gets it into the red zone, and they'll have it at the 16.
Man, you play this whole game back and forth, into overtime. Now you got a chance to set the tone, run the football in overtime, and be a little physical.
And if you can run the ball and not put it in jeopardy by throwing passes, that's a great way to finish the deal. To the ground with the back. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
That's a backbreaker if you're the offensive coordinator, because on the first down, you ran the ball, had a really nice gain. Short yardage situation, you just get completely blown up, and now you're having to probably dial up a throw on third down. You need more consistency from the guys up front.
Toss to the left. There was nowhere to run and nowhere to hide. A loss of 5 on that play. And they'll try to win it with a long field goal right here. Defense will call a timeout. They got a peek at the formation, want to make sure they're in the right call on this big down here in overtime. The offense will use a timeout with a critical down coming in overtime. They'll try to walk it off with a long field goal here in overtime. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. So here we go, a long field goal attempt to win it. Right down the middle. The kick is good. A game winner in overtime.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
I know how to sum up this game succinctly. That was fun, and what a victory to remember.
Fun for them, fun for us, just the back and forth, games that are so nip and tuck, and you know every play matters so much. These are the games that we love to call.
Yeah, every play matters, David, and that's why coaching staffs practice overtime scenarios and situations throughout the week. It's important to drill these types of scenarios. You never know what games are going to go to OT, and when they do, you love to be able to go out and execute with the game on the line.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.